you're ready, Coach.
I got everybody in? We're good?
Yep, good to go on your end.
All right. I want to open this up with just making it very clear my love, my respect, my regard for Coach Saleh and all that he's done here. Great gratitude for him bringing me here. Great gratitude for staying by me, especially for the people that have been here when year one we didn't play the level of defense necessary to win games. And he stuck with me, and he had great belief in me. And the success I have today, he's a huge part of that. And I got tremendous respect and love for his family as well. So today's an exciting day for myself from the standpoint of getting this opportunity, but at the same time, heavy in my heart for Robert. With that, I'll take any questions.
Jeff, Woody was talking to us a little bit ago about changes potentially, just changes in general for the offense. I was wondering if you could talk at all about your plans for the play caller, because you have Todd there who's done it, you have Nate who has been doing it. Do you know who's going to call plays for you?
I've got tremendous respect for this offensive staff. I do. Every single guy on it. In the next couple days, in my opinion, these guys are going to be here on Monday Night Football for us, and they're gonna do an amazing job. Saying that, this has been 4 hours fresh for me to take this role on. Everything will be assessed, the process, the responsibilities, etc. But I do not foresee any changes in the staff.
Just to follow up on that, Jeff, you said you don't foresee any changes on the staff, but do you foresee any changes in the roles being play caller?
Yeah, we're going to take a deep dive on that in the next, really 36 hours and look at every possibility. But I do not see changes in necessarily titles and positions as far as responsibilities and the process itself. We're going to take a hard look at that.
Britt, we spoke with Woody a little while ago, and he basically said, he thinks this is one of the most talented rosters, the most talented roster he's ever had, and he needs to see changes. What do you feel like you can bring to the table here to get this thing turned around?
We're going to take a hard look at everything. I agree with Mr. Johnson as far as the talent of this roster. We have been underperforming for whatever the reason, and we're going to take a hard look at all of it. At the end of the day, I'm going to be me, and I have tremendous love and respect for this team, for this roster, for this locker room, for this group of coaches, and I really believe, we lock arms, we commit to the process that we put in place, and we will have success. We will.
Jeff, what's your relationship like with Aaron Rodgers?
I have a good relationship with Aaron. He is he's one of those guys that has, he's just unbelievable experience, and he's seen this game at the highest level for a long time. So he's a guy with a lot of ideas and really positive feedback about a lot of different things, whether it be meetings, practice, game planning, scheduling, all of it, So he will be a vital resource for me in that way, for sure.
Hey, Brett, can you just... I'm sure this has been a whirlwind for you here, but just wondering about the timeline. Like, when did you actually find out? When was this opportunity presented to you, and how have you processed everything in that time?
Yeah, it has been a whirlwind. It has been 4 hours of craziness. 4 hours ago, I'm sitting there game planning for Josh Allen and what we got to get accomplished from a defensive perspective, and then 4 hours later, I'm doing a press conference here with you guys as the new interim coach of the New York Jets. So a lot of information to process. It's going to take me some time because, I got to pull away from the defensive coordinator position and really start to look at this thing from a global perspective. So in the process of doing that now.
To follow up on that, Jeff, how will you handle the defensive coordinator responsibilities now? Will you turn that over to someone? Will you continue to serve in that role?
I think everything is on the table right now. So I'm going to take a hard look at that. And can I manage a game day as a head coach and play or call the plays on defense? So everything's on the table right now. It is.
when it comes to
So would be
What is your
interesting
message?
if you could look.
do you think, sorry, when it comes to like the underperforming, Jeff, do you think
Say it again.
this, when it comes to the team underperforming this season, do you think there has to be radical changes, or do you think you guys have to do what you've been doing but do it better?
I think everything's on the table right now. We're not playing to our potential. We're not. We're too talented to be putting the product we put out there the last couple of weeks, especially. So we got to take a hard look at everything and be honest with ourselves.
Have you had an opportunity to address the team as a group yet? And if so, what was the message? And if not, what will be the message when that happens?
I did get an opportunity earlier today. The message was, it's time to lock arms. We go back to back, and it's us against everybody. And with the talent that we have in that room, in my opinion, we have everything we need to be successful and have the season that we know we're capable of having. And at the same time, shared my love, regard, and respect for Robert, and and at the same time, a day like this, there's a moment of there's some sadness and frustration because ultimately his firing is on all of our hands. So we got to do a better job. We do it collectively.
What is your message to Jets fans about what they are getting in you as an interim head coach?
I'm going to be me. Love this game. I've been part of the NFL for over 20 years now as a player and a coach. All I know is how to be me, and I'd like to say that that's someone that relates to the players. I think playing has helped me do that at times. An unwavering standard of play. I'd like to think that what you've seen on our defense is a reflection of all of that. So it's just I'm just going to be me every day and bring a level of my authenticity and my energy and my toughness and my grit and my experience in this league and from that standpoint, I'm very excited about connecting with this locker room and elevating everybody.
Any more questions for Coach Wilbur?
I think you went through this with Atlanta in 2020, a mid-season coaching change. Am I right?
We did, yes.
What can you learn from that experience? Just kind of this sudden change, for lack of a better word, in the middle of the season, how to handle it.
I think the biggest thing, and actually Aaron and I spoke about this earlier today, about there has to be an element of change. The players have to feel that, whether that's our process, whether that's scheduling meetings, practice, night before games, whatever that is, there has to be a change bigger than just me now assuming the head coaching role. So we're going to take a hard look at all that we do and the process in which we get to Monday night and make the changes we think are necessary.
We'll take a couple more questions.
When you take this deep dive into the offense and how to distribute the roles, how much will you lean on Aaron for input into who to make the play caller?
I think Aaron's going to be a part of a lot of conversations. Obviously he has a lot of insight regarding this offensive system, and he's been a part of it when it's been operating at the highest level. So responsibilities and roles and all that, we're going to take a hard look at all of it, the process included. Again, guys, this is 4 hours ago I was told this, so still processing all this information, and I promise once I get clarity that you guys will know about it.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.